Hey guys, Norm with Bearable Traders. It is Monday, May 6th, 2019. Start to a new week. So yesterday, President tweeted that he's going to increase tariffs on a bunch of Chinese goods come this Friday, even though for the last couple of weeks, they have been saying that the trade deal is almost done. So last night, when futures opened Sunday evening, I saw Dow was off something like 500 points. SPY was down tremendously, or the S&P futures were down a lot, essentially the same percentage, 1.5% or so. China markets yesterday were down 7%, up to 7%. So knew today was going to be very interesting. I actually told myself I'm probably going to end up sitting on my hands for a while because the volatility may be absolutely crazy at the open. But it actually turned out to be the exact opposite. Volatility was crazy, but it made some really smooth moves, and almost everything followed a similar pattern. I had one trade. I took Apple about 30 seconds into the start of the day, and I got in here 204.48-ish, I believe. So I was watching time and sales and level 2. And there was this quick sell-off at the open, which was the lowest it had been all of pre-market, essentially. And it came down here, and I waited for this. I kind of expected it to break down. But then when it sold off down below 204 and just instantly shot back up, I could tell there was some serious strength in time and sales and in the level 2. SPY was starting to rip higher, so I think a lot of people were sitting on the sidelines waiting for an opportunity to buy a little bit lower. I said, okay, well, this could make a really clean trade. I took a relatively small size here. It wasn't my max size in Apple. Obviously, I wish I could have gone max size, but the risk profile didn't make sense at that point because not enough had played out to make sure it was. Nevertheless, if this would have come back down and tested, I probably would have added to my position. But I went ahead and took a piece there, like I said, 204.48-ish. And then I was watching moving averages. The momentum in it for the first, 10 minutes or so just never slowed down. My first target, after I got into it, I switch over to the 2-minute after we start forming the second 2-minute candle. And I had this 200 moving average up here as my first target, which was essentially $2 into the trade at that point. So I went ahead and took some off there, and I hesitated just because of the crazy strength. Every tiny little pullback, you would just see new orders flush in and push it higher. So, I talk about managing the trade while I'm in it, and I set I actually 206.50 is where I set an order in case it went up and touched a limit order on that one. And then the whole number at 207, I thought it might have a little problem, so I partialed out a little bit there. Once more, it popped through, made a new high around 207.15-ish, and I went in a little bit stronger there. And then I saw this just massive flush of buying come up, and my finger, I actually partialed out and then got all out of that order in the 207 high 50s, 207.60. 56, I believe, is what our 207.62, somewhere in that range. So anyway, got out the rest of the trade at that point. Anyway, that's one and done. There's still a lot of moves to be had in this market this morning. But, I've learned over the last year, you have a good morning. I mean, for instance, a lot of times I would have even come in and bought this dip and taken another trade, which would have been really nice. I mean, it's nearly $1.40, I believe it's gone up. Yeah, so you could have had a nice another $1.40 move on that. It's looking a little extended at this point, so I don't know if it's going to reverse or if it's just going to keep going. Hell, this thing could go to previous day close. But anyway, I'm really happy with that trade. I'm going to sit on it, and I don't need to take another trade today. I've made my goal. That's one thing you learn with time doing this is, be happy with what you've got. You have a good trade. I paid, I think, like $5 in commission on that. So that's less than 0.5%, which is just amazing. Commission-wise, if you can keep it under 5%, that's astounding. If you're under 10%, that's pretty good. So that's a 0.5% commissions on a pretty green day. So I'm going to take it and go about my business. But anyway, thanks for watching. Just a reminder, Andrew's going to be in Texas later this month, May 19th in Dallas, May 20th in Austin. So check our forums and check our Facebook page. It'll be on there. And then the challenge results will be coming up here pretty soon too. So we'll announce those. We're just getting some final graphs and metrics together. Anyway, thanks for watching. Trade safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow in the chat.